Hi, my name is Lisa and I work here at Sunny's. And on February 11th, we had ice just randomly drop into our restaurant. Here at Sunny's, we do have our doors open, so they came in. It was two ICE agents came in and they identified themselves as Homeland Security, but that was it. And then they just said they needed information. So I referred them to our manager that was on duty at the time. We also had another coworker at the time who was ringing in things at the register. That coworker came over and said to the ICE agent, "Hey, are you ICE?" And then that's when the ICE agent actually said, "Yes, I'm ICE." So we were like, "Oh, okay." And then my coworker said, "Do you have a warrant?" And he said, "No, I don't need a warrant. This is an open restaurant." So we were like, "Well, you need a warrant to get information." The other gentleman at this point had already started talking to my manager, and they were at that point outside. So the one ICE agent stayed in with the rest of the employees here at Sunny's. And so he kept trying to walk around and ask other people questions. I'm not sure exactly what he asked my coworkers, but as far as for me, he kept asking me for information. He was like, "Oh, we need to see your I-9s." And I was like, "I don't have that information. Like, that's for, like, the managers have all that." And he's like, "Well, I need to see your ID." And I was like, honestly, I was like, "You don't need to see anything from me unless you have a warrant." And I was like, and he's like, "I don't need a warrant. Your manager told me that it was okay to give us this information." And I was like, "Well, no one came to me, not a single manager came to me and told me that I can give you this information." And then I said, "Until I hear it from my managers, you're not getting any information from me." So then he kind of basically like left me alone. So I think the thing that I got out from this was the fact that they just came in and kind of like pushed almost like a lie to us, like they insinuated that they had permission when they never actually had permission for any of the things that they needed. And when he said, "We don't need permission, like it's an open door," and I'm like, it's still private property. Like, you still need permission. You still need a warrant to ask for this information. I mean, I guess you can ask for it, but by law, like, you're not supposed to get this information. So I think for me, like, my take from the whole thing is just like, I don't want to have this feeling of not trusting the government, but it just seems to be like more and more that seems to be the way that it's going. And it's just a really uncomfortable and unsettling feeling.